Welcome to this session of video lecture. Today we are going to study a poem which is the 15th lesson, The Mouse and the Snake. And this poem has been written by Vikram Seth. So let us start. This poem, The Mouse and the Snake, has been taken from a collection of poems by Vikram Seth, and the name of that collection is Beastly Tales from Here and There. As we all know, Vikram Seth is an Indian novelist and poet of a great repute. He was born in 1952 and he has received several awards such as Padma Shri, Sahitya Akademi Award, Commonwealth Writers Prize, W. H. Smith Literary Award, and Crossword Book Award. He has written several novels and poetry books. The Golden Gate and A Suitable Boy are his award winning novels. Seth's collection of poetry, such as Mappings and Beastly Tales, are notable contributions to the Indian English language poetry canon. As you can see, these are some covers of his books on the screen just now. And although he has written many novels and poetry and non-fiction, but we are primarily concerned today with a collection that is that was published in 1991, and the name of that collection of poetry was Beastly Tales from Here and There. It was published in 1991 and it is a collection of 10 animal fable poems. It was illustrated by Ravi Shankar at that time. Illustrated means the images accompanying those poems were drawn by Ravi Shankar. Later, the same book was reprinted by Puffin as a special big colorful book for kids, which Prabha Malya illustrated very beautifully. The illustrations you see, the images you may see on the screen, are by Prabha Malya only. So these cleverly crafted poems retell the old fables with a charming, slightly dark, and very revealing perspective on things. So, this particular book has become beloved works of his. It contains 10 poems: The Crocodile and the Monkey, The Louse and the Mosquito, The Mouse and the Snake, The Rat and the Ox, The Eagle and the Beetle, The Hare and the Tortoise, The Cat and the Cock, The Goat and the Ram, The Frog and the Nightingale, The Elephant and the Tragopan. In the introduction itself, Vikram Seth says that two of the poems are of Indian origin, two from China, two from Greece, and two from Ukraine. The final two poems, they are from the land of Gup, that is an imaginary place. So, in this delightful book of poetry, which is written for kids and adults, Seth takes some familiar tales with simple storylines and stereotypical animal characters. He makes the protagonists sharp and quirky personalities and surprises the readers with twists in the tale. This makes the tales highly enjoyable. Seth's sense of humor is exemplified by his retelling of the well known fable of the hare and the tortoise. In his version, the loser, being a celebrity, is feted and the winner ignored. In these poems, Seth displays his capacity for wit. Structured around the classic tension between good and evil, these tales in verse appeal as much to children as to adults. The tales give us a flavor from bittersweet to funny to deeply thought provoking, often within the space of a few stanzas. The Mouse and the Snake, the poem which is in your course, is a narrative poem of great distinction in which we are told about the fight that ensued between a mouse and a snake after the snake had swallowed the friend of the mouse. She struggled bravely against the snake and became successful in getting the dead body of her friend from the stomach of the snake. A man who saw the entire episode told it to his friend, a poet, who celebrated the fine deed of the mouse by writing a poem. So, this is the shortest tale or story in this collection, and it is commemorated by the poet as the story of the faithful mouse, who, in couplets sad and stoic, celebrates her acts heroic, and adding a supposed moral acts that prove that shock and pain, death and grief are not in vain. And then Sate briskly closes the poem off with these lines, which fine lines, alive or dead, neither of the mice has read. Thus, just as he plays with various forms of rhyming, the narrative ends, leaving us with a sense of sadness for the mouse. This tale, The Mouse and the Snake, eulogizes the mouse. Eulogizes means praises the mouse, the snake defeater, who not only saves her own life from a gold and shiny, vicious, long, venom fanged, hypnotic, strong snake, but also succeeds in securing her friend's dead body. The two daredevil mice, their high spirited feast at the face of clear and present danger, their blood freezing horror at the sight of the snake, all this is very vividly expressed. The struggle between the mouse and the snake has been described in a mock heroic manner. The mouse is clever and tactful, and the snake is full of rage. And the faithfulness of the mouse towards her dead friend is illustrated by the fact that, squeaking sadly and bereft, corpse in mouth, she sobbed and left. The poet Chang's lyrical evocation of the faithful mouse in elegiac meter is a justified praise showered upon the snake defeater. Now, we have some questions at the end of the poem, and the first of these questions is to write the story from the point of view of mouse. So, I have given some points going through which you may be able to write the story from the point of view of mouse. Despite being warned by our friends, I went with my friend to feast on the grain. There, a shiny, strong, venomous snake suddenly sprang on my friend and swallowed him at once. Then he leapt on me to eat me also, but I gave him a slip each time he tried. Getting tired, the snake went into his hole, But as I was enraged with the snake for eating my friend, I kept on attacking him. I bit his tail again and again and compelled the snake to spit out my dead friend from his belly. Sadly, I lifted the dead body of my friend in my mouth and left grieving about him. The second question we have is to write the story from the point of view of snake. So these are some points which will help you to write the story from the point of view of snake. I had my hole in a granary which was undisturbed for months. Suddenly, one fine morning, I found two small mice feasting on the grain and making merry. I was very happy to find my food right before me, and I suddenly sprang on one mice and swallowed it at once. Then I leapt on another mice to gulp that also, but it gave me a slip each time I tried. Getting tired, I went into my hole, but as the mice was enraged with me for eating its friend, it kept on attacking me. It bit my tail again and again and compelled me to spit out its dead friend from my belly. Sadly, I let the food slip from my grip and the mice went away with the dead body. I was left hungry, wounded, and disappointed at being defeated by a small mice. The third question we have is write the story from the point of view of poet. So to write the story from the point of view of poet, these points may help you. One fine morning, two mice went into a granary where it was forbidden for their clan to go, as a large venomous snake used to live there. They started feasting on the grain and making merry, as there was nobody to stop them. Suddenly, the snake came out of his hole and sprang on one mice and swallowed it at once. Then it leapt on another mice to gulp that also, but it gave the snake a slip each time he tried to attack her. Getting tired, the snake went into his hole, but as the mice was enraged with him for eating its friend, it kept on attacking the snake. It bit the tail of the snake again and again and compelled him to spit out its dead friend from his belly. Sadly, the snake had to let go of the food slip from his grip, and the brave mice went away with the dead body. The snake was left hungry, wounded, and disappointed at being defeated by a small mice. So that ends this poem and the questions, the comprehension part. Uh, and I shall again complete this lesson, the vocabulary part, in my next lecture. So see you soon. Thank you.